I'm thinking Cabal. Feels like a Cabal kind of angle. I mean, I know we're on Nessus. I feel like I always choose the species that is like in which like iconic with the map, but it's never worked out for me, so I don't know why I do that. Well, you win some. Well, you don't really win some. You lose some. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Bunquist from Every Moment Boundary. We're here with another random roulette. We're here with week 2 of the Rite of the Nine weapons. This is season of the deep. Nope, this is Ghost of the Deep. The Ghost of the Deep weapons. We got ourselves this submachine gun with incandescent and attrition orbs. And the only reason I know that is because I've been farming for this fucker for like the last couple days. So it's on the top of my brain. Holy fuck, why am I dying so fast? Then we also have this here fucking what's it? Grenade launcher with perks that are showing up on the card. And then finally we have the Cold Comfort, which means that I have 0 support against invaders. So this is not going to be a fun time. I've mentioned this a billion times, but I fucking hate when I have heavy random roulettes because I need my hammerhead. It's my crutch and I fucking miss it. But we're going to try to ignore that for now. We're also going to ignore our basic 3v4 situation here. But, you know, who cares? It's Gambit. I mean, genuinely at this point, if I'm complaining about, like, fucking unfair matches in Gambit, I might as well just fucking retire the Random Roulette series because, who dog? Do I put myself at an disadvantage every fucking time I play, basically, because of my random perks. Oh, actually, to be fair, this is actually a probably the closest I'll get to a good roll, at least until they start doing the double XP, where everything is like weapons drop like mad or whatever. So I'm excited for that. But wow, so there have I had Lucent Hive? I don't actually remember. I want to talk a little bit about the Ghost of the Deep, since these are the Ghost of the Deep weapons. Mainly because I'm pretty sure for the original Ghost of the Deep random roulette I did back when Ghost of the Deep first came out, take a shout out to Mike say Ghost of the Deep. I'm pretty sure they were. I just did the glaive and like the rocket launcher or something. I didn't do all weapons. I'm pretty sure. Mostly because I'm fairly certain I didn't have all of them on my first run. I'm like fairly certain I only got like the greasy luck and the fucking like rocket launcher on my first run. Well, hey, oh my god, I have nothing. I'm broke. I'm destitute. Yeah, so being able to please don't fuck me. Oh, it's gonna res. Anybody in chat. I don't know what's happening with my aim right now. I need to fucking get a new. I need to get a new goddamn control or mouse, 100%. But because of that, because I get more time with the Ghost of Deep weapons, I want to say they aren't honestly actually that terrible. From the little I've used post Ghost of, like post Rite of the Night. I mean, like first of all, a wayframe grenade launcher, always a win in my books. It's probably, I wouldn't say it's underrated, but like everyone fucking talks about these weapon types, weapon class, because there are 2 of them. They're good for a reason. I'm just gonna fucking do this, actually. Hold on. That did nothing. Oh, it kind of did something. Thank you. Jesus Christ. We are getting rolled and smoked. I'm just gonna res you and hope for the best. Yeah, what's it called? A solid grenade launcher, a pretty fun submachine gun. That I remember people actually talking about submachine gun way back in the day. But, you know, obviously it's getting a big boost with the rolls you can actually get with this event. There's a 3rd one. Of course there's a fucking 3rd one. Oh, there's a 4th one too. No, you're just normal. Never mind. Sorry. Oh, no, you are normal. Okay, fuck me, dude. Holy shit. That was, what, 4 fucking Hive Guardians? Goddamn, this might actually be the worst possible enemy type you could face in Gambit. Like, Shadow Legion are annoying. Well, they're not really annoying. They're actually kind of forgivable. Every fucking enemy type in Gambit is, you know, from... Jesus Christ, guys. From, like, somewhere between, like, forgetful and kind of boring. Hive Ghost, or Hive Guardians, holy fuck. Maybe tone them down a little bit. Goddamn. What are you gonna do? It's Gambit. Ghost of the Deep, I kind of want it, like, the great thing about this Rite of the Nine thing, and the thing I really hope they do for other dungeons in the future, like another future Rite of the Nine situation with, like, the other dungeons that are available, is I hope they give them more mechanics, because, you know, we said this in the first week of Rite of the Nine, but Shattered Throne, needs to get its flowers eventually. Like, I was the first, you know, saw everything and all that jazz, but also, like, Spire the Watcher, I mean, excuse me, did not need to fucking be here, in my opinion. I think Ghost is actually a really good choice, because I want to talk about this eventually, why I think Ghost is a good choice. But, fucking, yeah, Spire I feel like super unnecessary to come back here. Again, unless it's like a lore situation, like the 9 are, I don't know, like, you know, unless there's like an actual lore situation for why it's, who's a what's it, then, you know, free pass. But, yes, really, bit of heresy, fucking Shattered Throne. I hope they get their time in the sun in, like, another version of this Rite of the Nine thing. Because, really fucking cool event, in my opinion. Like, honestly, they should make this fucking bi-monthly. Well, obviously, they can make it bi-monthly, I just realized. I mean, they could make it bi-monthly once they create all the dungeons, but, like, I would love to see more dungeon love. This whole event, I guess, is what you can call it, really did warm me up to Ghost of the Deep fucking 5 years later after its initial season. Because I didn't like the weapons. I didn't like the fucking the I like pretty much all I liked about fucking Ghost of the Deep back in the day was the aesthetic. I think the aesthetic is probably one of the best in in dungeon history and Destiny history. But I'm also a fucking sucker for any sort of water activities in a video game. So, like, you should have seen my face when you could fucking swim in Black Ops 3 when they showed that in the trailer. Like, holy fuck, I was there on day one. Well, I was gonna be there on day one no matter what. But you know what I mean. So yeah, like, big fan of water shit. So making a Destiny themed water shit was really good. I just wish we got you know, more of it. Can I, motherfucker? How many times am I gonna do that? I wonder if these guys are just not playing because we lost a person, so they're trying to be nice to us. Like, I doubt that, obviously, but you never know. Either way, let's see if we can actually win this. I'm gonna actually transcend too, because I really want to win this. But yeah, so like I said, like I was trying to say, Ghost of the Deep. I really turned on Ghost of the Deep. Really turned towards Ghost of the Deep after this event because they made it fucking palatable. Less boss health, less fucking shit I have to deal with. The water is so long, obviously, but you know, honestly, not bad. Just like that game, not bad for how it started. What did we end at? Hey, 50 boats, let's go. Wait, yeah, you right there. And then, who's the prettiest? Fuck it. We'll give it to you. Okay, into orbit, we go. Wait, what the fuck? How do you get that fucking... How do you get the bird on your Warlock? I've never seen that before. I want it. I need it. Not that I even play Warlock anymore. I don't think I've touched my other classes in like fucking 10 years, legitimately. Maybe I will when Red of the Nine comes out. No. What's it called? Edge of Fate comes out, but who knows. Either way, what was I trying to say before we load into the next game real quick? We're on the Greasy Luck now. Greasy Luck has Beacon Round Sword Logic, so let's go. It's actually funny. I was gonna give myself a break and go back to my fucking my Hammerhead for the for this next part because like fuck not having a good heavy, but since I barely used it in the first game, I'm just gonna stick with it and just, you know, fuck it. At least we won a game this game, so who cares? Okay, Cathedral Scars. You may think I'm gonna say Scorn because that's what I do. I'm gonna say Fallen. So ha, still technically voted for Scorn, but also technically not. We're branching out here. Come on. Okay, wow. Alright, Bungie. So I'm not gonna lie, I was actually kind of really excited for this half of the random roulette for the sheer fact that this thing has beacon rounds. As a sort of, I wouldn't say glaive defender. I like glaives in concept. I thought they were fun during the Witch Queen campaign. Obviously, I didn't use them much after. But, hello? Okay, there we go. But, you know, like, I like the concept of them. I think having, like, basically, like, an energy sword that you could also fucking just whack people with is really fun. I just think there are some, you know, problems outside of the game. Like, problems with the core concept of Destiny that make it so hard to do. Kind of like when bows are added to the game. I think bows are a good choice for, like, a, you know, a new weapon type to add to Destiny. But, I just feel like the game, until we got exotic versions, didn't really lend itself to, like, plink, 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 plonk, fucking bow gameplay. But maybe that's just me. But that's kind of the same thing with glaives. Either way, though, still very excited. But if the Enigma wasn't so based around the story of Witch Queen and like building our own fucking what's it called, glaive, which is like maybe okay, it's probably like the lore head of me coming out. But I really like the Enigma for the sheer fact that like the implications of it, like they're trying to discipletize us by, you know, giving us loot. That's just fucking a cool concept, and I really like the fact that it's like our glaive that we built ourselves and all that jazz. Besides that, though, Greasy Luck, great name for a fucking glaive. I love the name. I love the look of it too. You can tell, like, one of the cool things about all the fucking, all the Ghosts of the Deep weapons is they all look like they're, you know, like, they came from the new arcology fucking doing their thing. And, you know, obviously when everything happened with the Darkness and all that jazz, or with the Cabal and all that jazz, they became, like, what's it called? Okay, hello? It became old and decrepit and all that shit. My lore could be out there, but I'm pretty sure that's, the general gist of them. If we're not going to get, like, super shiny, super pretty fucking neon-ass weapons like the Rite of the Nine weapons, my second choice would be going for, like, fully, like, old-ass, like, partially destroyed, shit, you know? That, like, the Drifter ship, from, Outbreak Prime, where you can see it's using bits of the tower or whatever. Like, that shit's always been cool to me. Okay, first Invader, since we didn't get any last game. Let's see what we can do. Hello? Kobe? Oh. Okay. I forgot I was using this fucking grenade launcher. I thought I had a submachine gun on. I don't know why, but yeah, so let's go. We'll take it though. I think that was my first non-heavy fucking invader kill since like maybe Forsaken launch. Alright, to get back on tangent a little bit. Like I was saying last game, I really do hope they do another Rite of the Nine. Or obviously maybe don't call it Rite of the Nine, but like another situation like this with dungeon refreshes in the near future, unironically. Shit was really cool. Oh hey, I saw you. This thing doesn't have tracking, does it? No, it does not. Yeah. You know, the one thing I will give that person is at least they were using fucking a normal ass. Never mind. I was gonna say, I guess okay. Yeah, at least they're still using like primaries and not only heavy spam. like I was using. Gambit is so fucking Gambit at this point. That heavy spam is so fucking so cringe, you know? Is that what I have to say to get people to stop using heavies? I know I was using heavies to be fair, but I missed and I died, so who cares? I can already smell it. This is an invade team, which means we already lost because we have no one to invade on our team. All a Gambit team needs to be successful is one semi-competent invader. I mean, I don't think that's even controversial to say, but if it is, I disagree if you disagree with me. At least like a... Okay, maybe I'll change it up a little bit. I'll give Gambit players the benefit of the doubt and say... Suicide. Okay, never mind. I thought this thing had 2 bullets. I don't know why I thought I had 2 rockets. Yeah, I don't know why I thought this thing had 2 rockets. That was fucking dumb on me. Dumb on me part. Like I said, I'll give the benefit of the doubt and say if you're a full team or a team of, you know, at least 3, then that's not necessarily true. But if we're talking completely solo, like no other associations with anyone on the other team or their team, I would say all you need is one competent invader. And I don't think that's even controversial to say. And is that the, you know, definitive problem with Gambit? I don't think so. I mean, maybe because like. They obviously I don't think invaders used to hit this hard with getting health back for kills. I think that was a later edition trying to fix Gambit. So you know the general we kind of brought on ourselves. But what are you gonna do? It doesn't matter. Gambit is dead in the water. It's never gonna be touched again by human hands. So oh well. So I started thinking, and thinking got me drinking, or whatever I always say. There we go. Finally got to kill with this fucking rocket. At least we finally did something with it. Now I can put my hammerhead back on to distract myself yet again. Yeah, I really hope they do more dungeon shenanigans in the future with remastering dungeons, because not only is it an easy way to get free content, basically, because people love dungeons and people are willing to run them, especially if you do the fucking explore mode shit again. I would love to see the data on explore mode and how many people like started doing more dungeons because of that mode in general, because I bet it would be a lot more than people think. So hopefully we get more dungeon exploration in the future, because like dungeons are probably the best things to come out of Destiny besides the raids, and you know, giving any more people an excuse to do more of them is just such a good fucking thing. And if you fucking actually improve the dungeons with the updates, then maybe people actually like the dungeons more. Like I would love to see an updated duality to see what they could change with that. Now that I think about it, I just don't like duality because I'm a fucking pussy. So maybe it's just me with whole duality being bad. I don't think duality is even that bad, to be honest. Who is the prettiest? I feel like we're all pretty. We kind of got a pack of uggos right here, but we'll give it to you. Alright, going to orbit. The funny thing about dungeons, I think as dungeons went on longer and longer, they got more and more, like, perfected almost. Maybe not, like, you know, perfect, but, like, they were just, like, solid pieces of content that really don't need to be changed that much. Like I've said this a billion times, but obviously Shatterthrone and Pit Heresy need to be changed. They're mechanically easy. They're fucking super old content now, so you can run through them in, like, 30 minutes. Like, yeah, with less than 30 minutes in our case, like, you know. But either way, I would love to see dungeon updates, because dungeons are, in my opinion, the second best thing in the game. Next to raids, even though I don't do raids anymore, but you know what I'm saying. Either way, let's get into fucking talking about these guys now. Starting with the New Pacific Epitaph. Honestly, I'm extremely biased. I've mentioned this a billion times. I'm extremely biased when it comes to grenade launchers, because all I care about with them is the fact that I can reload them without me having to actually, you know, do the whole reload animation. So Envious, goddammit. So Envious Arsenal or Light from Gold is my #1 choice, and then maybe something like Sword Logic or, I mean, Elemental Honing is honestly not bad. I don't know. All I care about is reloading. On to the Greasy Luck. Honestly, if I'm running a glaive, I want to be using glaive related shit for it, just because like I'm already in the gimmick mode, or I'm already in the gimmick weapon, so might as well use the gimmick shit. So shit like replenishing Aegis and like Unstoppable Force or close to melee are what I'm gonna go for, because like I said, if I'm already, you know, if I have the glaive out, I'm going, you know, glaive mode, so I need to try to make that as good as possible. Beacon rounds, honestly, I gravely overestimated what beacon rounds actually were. I don't know why. Beacon rounds in my head were explosive rounds. They're fucking not. But sword logic is pretty fun, so that too. But beacon rounds probably a skip. And if you want to go full PV, I guess redirection will also be kind of nice. On to this guy. This is, I'm not even gonna fucking pretend to give like a different role for this thing. Everyone talks about heal clip incandescent. That's the only role you pretty much want. I like this role as like a, you know, best I've gotten so far with attrition orbs incandescent, mostly because orbs heal me, and I am constantly one shot in all sorts of fucking content besides like strikes and shit. So that's just helpful for me personally. But yeah, I don't feel like I even need to say a fucking roll for this thing, because you've probably had the fucking perfect roll for this thing shoved into your fucking gullet for the last like what, 3 weeks now since this Ghost of the Deep set launched. So yeah, I'm not even gonna try with that one. And I never do heavies, but I know Explosive Light at least used to be the go-to for rockets back in the day, back in like what, goddamn Season of the Wish probably. So if that's not outdated, I'd go with that. Yeah, that was the Ghost of the Deep weapons. Like I said, this whole event really shined a new light on Ghost of the Deep for me. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna run it every fucking week now, God no. Especially once if the updated Ghost of the Deep versions don't become the default versions once Red of the Nine ends, I will not be going back to original Ghost of the Deep. I'm sorry, but it's definitely become a dungeon that I won't say absolutely no to anymore, which is nice. It's cool to have less content in Destiny that I just refuse to fucking play because I'm lazy and I don't like long, taxing, grinding, fucking walking simulator ass gameplay. But either way, that was a random roulette, and this Mr. Punk was from Heavy Moonbound signing out. I will see you guys next time.